Hello YouTube, my name is Fag. Welcome to my channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And here we go. I don't like this turkey competition. I think it's all a bunch of hooey. But what do I know? I don't live over there. I don't cook the kind of foods. But this is Uncle Roger Hate. Great British Bake Off Mexican Week. Featuring Joshua Weissman. Hiya! Foo. Alright, let's see why Uncle Roger doesn't like this. I know I don't like it, but I want to know why Uncle Roger don't.
Great British Bake Off is good show, but every time they move away from making Western cakes, they always mess up. Hiya. And today, we review Great British Bake Off Mexican Week. Uncle Roger don't have good
I don't know how to get something about the theater, Uncle Roger. Maybe you're gonna be the same boat on this.
feeling about
For all my Mexican viewers, I apologize for what you may or may not see.
this.
I don't have a good feeling about this either. Is this actually the first frame?
Yeah, minute 0.
Oh my goodness.
Take a deep breath, Uncle Joshua. It's all gonna be
They're starting already. Can you see that? That was not authentic Mexican. That's like something I've noticed spaghetti western or something. I just heard Technicolor. I mean, seriously. I imagine they could be cute, funny, but a lot of people would find that, well, you know.
take a deep breath, Uncle Joshua. It's all gonna be okay.
Hello, viewer. Hello, Noel. Are you excited for Mexican Week?
I'm really excited. Although I don't feel like we should make Mexican jokes because people will get upset.
Oh, no Mexican jokes at all.
I don't think so.
They don't want any Mexican jokes that they're just like that. Double stated much?
What, not even one?
Not even one.
One. Oh my God. Oh my
There's
God.
no way. You know how many people this has to pass through to be approved to go on television? Television is a lot of work. You got to go through barriers.
This is British comedy. They love the pun. The pun so funny, so humorous. I dying laughing. I dead now.
You know, I like
I apologize to all my Mexican viewers or people of the Latino descent that are watching this. The British take on Mexican is not the American take. I can guarantee you that. We like our food a lot better than they do, apparently. That culture.
I like dry humor. This humor is just
Drier than my ex-wife.
While the bakers practice their signatures, they haven't a clue what they'll be asked to make in today's Mexican Technical.
Bakers, it's time for your technical challenge. So, Paul, any words of advice?
You've got to get your flavour combinations right and your textures.
Yeah, but that every food, that every dish,
Yeah, that's-
you need to get flavor right and your texture right.
Yeah.
that's like when you get in the car, you have to start it before you go.
Yeah. When you take a shit, you have to wipe yourself and then wash your hand. Useless information.
Some people that's optional. Depending on where you are.
Remind me not to shake Uncle Joshua's hand.
I didn't say I did it. I mean,
For your technical challenge, Paul
Oh my God, that hair is the color of bubblegum. See that? I never see such thick hair.
would like you to make 8 Mexican tacos. Your tacos
Mexican
should be made.
Okay, you're supposed to making Mexican tacos, right? That doesn't mean make whatever you want taco. Mexican taco. Let's see how they interpret Mexican, shall we?
Made from
okay, first off, that's redundant. Mexican tacos. What? Why would you say Italian spaghetti? It's also not baked.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Tacos, new one on me.
This is my first time doing tacos. I bet it's the same like you make tortillas and if
Tortillas.
Yeah, that's not tortillas. But it's okay. She just contested.
Tortilla.
Yeah. She looks really scared though. You see her like? Did you see her face?
Yeah, you can definitely tell she's not used to making Mexican food. She looks worried. Oh, did you really? I was not worried of that, Gore.
He is fucking distressed.
British people making Mexican food, I would be scared also.
Yeah.
Paul, tacos for a technical.
It's Mexican week, Pro. It has to be tacos.
Tell me about the fillings then.
You've got a pico de gallo.
There has to be tacos. There's so much Mexican foods out there, right? You got gallo, you got fajitas, you got burrito, right? Taco is just one aspect of Mexican food. I mean, there is so much more. Just look at tequila, for instance, right? Jose Cuervo. Granted, not food, but I still like those.
Which is basically...
You got pico de gallo.
Contestant pronouncing wrong, it okay, but he the judge. Nobody telling him the research.
Pro, choose your taco.
Okay.
They said pickle, didn't they? Not pico. Oh, that's so cringe.
Most awkward eating. Look at that.
Oh, the moan.
It's like she never eat taco before.
The instructions aren't really that detailed.
For each of the elements, it just says make the pico de gallo, make the refried beans.
The instruction really quite useless. It say make the pico de gallo, make the refried bean, make the guacamole.
It's because
They don't even tell them how to make it. It just says to make it. Oh no, this is gonna turn out poorly. Look, they gotta make their own tortillas too. These poor people never made Mexican food before. I feel so sorry for them. They should at least give them some basic idea on how to do it, you know?
they don't know the actual directions on how to do it. They're just like, we'll just figure it out. I don't know.
This like buying a book called Running for Dummy and the instruction, go fast.
So the first bit is for the tortillas, blend the drained corn until you have a smooth thick paste. Tip the
No
You're
way.
blending corn?
No way.
corn out onto a work surface and add masa harina, then mix to form a dough.
Masa harina. I think it's like corn flour.
Oh, nobody mixing corn with masa harina. Just make the tortilla with masa harina.
So based off what it looked like, they basically made masa, if it's the right corn, and then added more masa that's dehydrated to it. No fucking reason.
They could have just taken the dehydrated and mixed up their own dough that way without having to grind nothing. You know what I mean? Granted, the taste might have been differently, but you would come out with a similar product.
Then
They're like getting store-bought pasta and then they add flour to it.
I think it's gonna be sort of like a thick bread-like dough texture.
Cover and leave to stand. I'll let it rest. Don't touch it.
let it rest. Yeah, interesting. There's no gluten. So what are you resting? Like so it just relax a little bit so it has some me time.
Yeah, don't need to let it rest. This tortilla, not the queen.
Yeah, if you're working with corn flour or masa flour, there's no gluten in that. You can just go straight from your dough to the tortilla press. Right. You don't have to wait for it.
Oh man, it took me a second.
This British bake off. Need to use the British joke.
Uncle Roger, you're brutal, man.
To be rested.
Marinade the steak.
Steak, okay.
Steaks?
Would you eat that like that?
Never.
I'm not really a raw bloody.
What kind of question is that? Would you eat that like that? It's a raw piece of meat. Do you go to the grocery store and just point at a package of meat? Would you eat it like that?
Actually, with beef, I would. I would eat some raw beef. I like make a tartare out of it. Ooh, tartare's so good. You ever had tartare?
They have to fill time. This hour-long show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know?
I do like his shirt.
You like his shirt? Do you know who this guy is?
No, but the guy next to him is pretty attractive. Strong jawline.
Don't fall in love with that guy.
Okay.
Look at the food.
Sorry, Kate. That's my fiance.
Oh, they are fiance. Does she know you look at guy online? Where you meet Kate? Grindr? Are you on Grindr?
Questions sometimes, you know?
So the ingredients tell you what spices and herbs to use, but they don't say how much.
Ground cumin, smoked paprika, dried.
Oh, don't even tell them how much to use. They just say what spices to use. But I wish you give them diversity that way. Like, usually, when you use the spices, you want to do it by flavor, right? You don't want to just throw a whole bunch of random stuff in there and hope for the best.
Oregano.
Like a mad.
Cumin, paprika.
Oregano. You mean oregano? I never heard of oregano before. What kind of spice is that?
oregano. Uncle Roger think that too many different spices. It's supposed to be simple.
I mean, I guess for seasoning the meat, a lot of the time it's like salt, pepper, and like a few spices and lime juice, and you could call it a day, but...
That's
I am
flinging things.
Yeah, you won't overcomplicate the flavor. You overcomplicate the flavor, your whole thing becomes muddied. Though Joshua has a good point with that. You don't want to overcomplicate your flavors, especially with the British, who are known for their bland foods to begin with. They gotta fry their tongues.
To a bowl with gay abandon.
Ancho chili powder.
Gay abandon.
Oh,
Dangerous.
that's a British thing.
Yeah.
If you say that in America, people will be really confused. I understand the words. It's just like, for some reason, when you say it in like an American accent, hey guys, I'm gonna go down to the street and do something with gay abandon. Goodbye. You know, it's just...
Yeah, we're gonna go, who is Brandon? Who Brandon? Why is he gay?
Uncle Roger's not wrong. Yeah, your point there, aloha. I hate to see them make Indian food. Woo. Yeah, that's not common, right? Typically, they do in Canada and America. Because America tried to be more politically correct, I guess. And gay, the word gay is not a politically correct word. So, it is what it is.
Uncle Josh, I would like to have word with you, Brandon. You can be his side piece.
So ancho chili powder is dangerous.
Ancho chili powder, okay?
Just hope my chili is not too hot.
I'm gonna sneeze in a sec.
You can't really taste this.
Why not?
Because burning me mouth. Well, it's meant to be hot anyway. It's meant to be Mexican, isn't it?
That does not sound...
Just because something's Mexican doesn't mean it has to be super spicy. These people have so much to learn about Mexican food. Granted, a fair bit of Mexican food is spicy, but it doesn't have to be spicy. Right? You make it to what's comfortable for your heat level. Speak over the food for you give to the judges. Yeah, that's what it did, right?
Sound good. That sounds so derogatory. She's like, it's hot, might as well be Mexican, isn't it? It's like the most English thing I could ever hear.
Uncle Joshua, you need to do one video where you speak English like this.
I'll do it for as long as I can until I'm tired of it.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's fucking dumb.
Yeah, she did sneeze. She was right. She did sneeze.
What's pico de gallo?
She got COVID. That's why.
Pico de Gallo.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
This is the first time I've heard them. I think pico means small, maybe?
It's like a salsa. Just reading the ingredients.
It's not really like salsa, it's more like relish. So salsa you put on the side, but pico de gallo you can put in the taco.
Pico de Gallo? Pico de Gallo? What is it in it? It's fucking, what is this fucking Pico de Gallo shit?
Now try to do Mexican accent.
No. Here's the thing. English people are...
Now, the Mexicans are being insulted enough by the British. They don't need to have insult to injury. So you're on them for not doing that.
Are usually...
White. Your last name mean white man also. Joshua, white man. Yeah? Your favorite. As he always tell me, if it's not white, it's not right. Correct?
I never
You
said
always
that.
say
I've never said that. I've never said that.
You've been saying that to me the whole time?
No, I've never said that. My brand is on the line here, Nigel.
Coriander by itself, I think it's gorgeous.
I love coriander and cilantro. I know people hate it.
Apparently there's a gene that makes you taste coriander like soap.
It tastes like soap.
Everybody's got their...
There it is.
I'm doing this to my...
There's the soap guy. Nobody likes that guy.
Yes.
Nobody likes the soap guy.
Spicy soap.
Yeah, I feel sorry for those people, right? I understand that gene, and because I think my brother has it, where he can't eat certain things because it tastes like soap, like coriander. What's the other one? Oh crap, I can't think of it. But there's another popular spice in America that will have the same flavor as soap. If you had that particular gene. Yes, cilantro, yes, thank you, pal, thank you. That's what I was searching for. But I do feel sorry for them. I personally don't have it, thankfully. Yeah, it just makes those thicker family of foods taste like soap. Which, if you've ever had soap in your mouth, which I've had, unfortunately, downside of being a kid and cursing. Mom, look, open your mouth.
Soapy, salty, and sour. Great.
The refried beans, the instructions said make the refried beans.
That's the fakest smile ever.
I don't understand what, I don't
think it works that way, pal. If you never tasted soap, I suppose you wouldn't understand. I got potty mouth. I beg to differ. Okay, I can't be potty mouth. But really, instructions for making refried beans. Make refried beans. That is not something you can do without knowing how to do it. But the British are known for beans, so hopefully they get this part right.
I don't understand that emotion.
That's the smile you give when your boss trying to make joke and you hate your boss, but you still have to smile.
Oh, that's what Ulysses does every day to me.
Camera, pan to him. That is Joshua Weissman worker.
It's not that cooked, so simmer and it will get soft.
We'll let that speak.
Oh my God, he's got soup. He's got soup going on.
That's not refried
He didn't even
beans.
cook the onion. Those onions are dead ass raw.
Yeah, those onions are raw. A lot of times, refried beans, at least in some restaurants, won't even have onion. They just be like the beans and then maybe onion powder. But a lot of Mexican restaurants, at least around where I live at, don't even put onion in refried beans. And yes, pal, I said use fat move some cheese.
The only reason that there's even the slightest amount of translucence in this is because they're sitting in the hot broth. I guarantee you when you bite into that, it's a raw ass onion.
That's thickened a bit.
I have honestly never...
Again, raw ass onion. What? Okay, I forget that these are home cooks though. I'm trying to be light. It's just they're...
Yeah, but still, you should know to cook your onions, right? Either let them sit there longer, get translucent and done, or caramelize them first. Caramelize them first, you bring out a lot more flavor of your onion.
It's just bad.
Refried bean. This just bean? It's not even fried once?
It's bean with like poorly chopped onions, but you know.
I'm going to start making my guacamole now.
Step 6.
Guacamole.
how many avocados?
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, look at that poor avocado. I am so sorry, Latina people, Mexican people. You don't do this in avocado.
There's no fucking way she is peeling it like that. Absolutely not. Honestly, Uncle Roger, in my entire life, I've never seen this.
You're making all the Mexican ancestors cry. They're peeling avocado like they're peeling ginger.
Chopped tomatoes are going in, red onions, jalapenos.
Red onion. Usually Mexican, we use white onion, correct?
But usually.
Of chunk, because Paul said it's about flavor.
Now, I can forgive the red wet onion thing, right? Because, not everybody knows the actual ingredients of a region. There's no particular family like onion, right? It just depends. Some onions are sweet, whereas some are hot. So, I don't see a problem with swapping out red for white onion.
And texture. I like...
Paul said it's about flavor and texture. In what world is that not important?
If you work at Jamie Oliver Kitchen.
Emotional
Let's say avocado so it's smooth.
Oh, at least she know how to use avocado.
Yeah, this one does. She's used one before.
She a millennial. They all love the avocado toast.
Too bad they won't be able to buy a house.
Smooth and creamy.
You're looking for smooth and chunky, that's the best way.
Smooth and chunky.
Why did he say it like that?
Well, raw onions will have like that sharp, sulfury taste. The stuff that makes you cry, right? And by cooking them, you remove that, you have the flavor of the onion without that pungentness that makes you want to cry and burn your eyes. That's why you want to cook your onions, right? Help smell them out. And if you thought, caramelize them, or basically just cook them in like a little bit of clarified butter till they're nice and brown. They bring out so much more flavor. And don't get me wrong, raw onions are nice on some things, like on hamburgers, right? But now we are making something like this or in a soup. If you bite into a piece of raw onion, you'll know it.
You're looking for smooth and chunky, that's the best way. This is perfect. Smooth and chunky, that's the best way.
Uncle Josh are getting turned on.
Why did he say it like that? He didn't have to say it like that. He's a smooth and chunky.
Uncle Joshua, every video you make on your channel, you always start with opening the cabinet, correct?
Yeah.
I thought you would come out the closet by now.
It's finished.
Finish?
That's what refried beans looks like.
What?
Nothing actually.
No, that is not refried beans. That is cooked once boiled beans. Anybody ever had refried beans, ever whole beans like that? I don't think so. Most of them they work down to a paste of some kind during their second cooking phase.
Yeah, if you had no idea what refried beans look like, then yeah, that's exactly.
See? That's what your refried beans should look like, not this. Right? I'm sorry, pal. See, I love to cook, so this does hurt me, too. Granted, I've never made my own homemade refried bean, although now I want to try it after seeing this. Oh, yeah, I had some tortilla chips. Oh, that is so good, pal. But yeah, this is what refried beans should look like. Not this.
Exactly what they look like.
If you're blind, then yes, this is what refried bean look like.
If you're blind.
Half an hour left.
Make the tortillas. Divide the rest of the dough into 8 equal balls.
Flatten using the lid.
Just kind of go.
Why did I get in a tortilla press? I mean, it's a standard piece of equipment you get just about anywhere. Why didn't they give them use a bowl for it? I mean, seriously.
Why don't they give them tortilla press?
Even Uncle Roger agrees with me. Anybody pick one up anywhere, pretty much. Well, your whole wine store has to have them, but you know what I mean.
Tortilla press is like Mexican version of rice cooker. Everybody have one?
I have 3.
They give them all the fancy shit, the KitchenAid, the fancy fridge, everything, but can't give them tortilla press.
At this point, I don't think there's a single importer in all of UK that imports tortilla press.
I mean, you can buy a can of refried beans and know what they look like, even if you've never made them before. So you at least get the base idea of what they should look like. The problem is, canned refried beans are usually pretty bland, right? They're not hardly seasoned, except for maybe salty to preserve them better. But when you make homemade refried beans, the flavors you can get if they're done right. Like I said, I haven't made them myself, but I have tasted homemade refried beans before. So, right, Zeb. And that's probably one of the greatest things about where we live at, right? Because we go to like the local Walmart or grocery store, go down the ethical aisle, right? You find the Mexican section, you can find the Japanese section. Sometimes they have a Korean section, depending on where you live at, how big your area is, right? And you can buy cans of pre-made if you wanted to. They're not as good as homemade, but they'd be more authentic to whatever they're doing.
If you're Mexican, don't move to UK. This is what they're doing to your food.
Yeah.
They are small, but I guess tacos are supposed to be small.
Bite size, I think, is the correct term.
Oh, that tortilla was so thick. See how thick that was around that bowl? That's not even fold right.
Bite size? That's not what. How big is your mouth? That is not. It was this big around. She goes, oh, bite size, perfect. What, is she gonna unhinge her jaw like an anaconda and just?
She can fit a lot of big thing in her mouth.
Apparently.
Don't underestimate that woman. She's doing every man a service. Sorry, children.
Tortillas, traditionally, I think are meant to be cooked on a hot stone. You just kind of go.
Yeah, that guy flopping his around like pizza dough. Did you see that? Look at this guy. He flops his tortilla around like pizza dough. Yeah, I understand, but if you don't know how or don't have the time to, it's a lot better than just trying to guess at it, I guess. You know? That's one thing about where we live at, convenience. So much stuff is made good to go. But anyway, watch this guy. He throws his tortilla around like a pizza dough.
She's doing every man a service. Sorry, children.
Tortillas, traditionally, I
Look
think
at
are meant
that.
to be cooked on a hot stone. You just kind of go.
That was good.
Yeah.
That's how they're supposed to be. You're supposed to like slap them in there.
In
Hey, fat men up top around like pizza dough.
2 minutes on each side.
I think 2 minutes on each side, that too long, it's gonna dry out the tortilla.
Oh, it should be seconds.
Like 30 seconds
Yeah,
total.
yeah. Get your pan nice and hot. Throw it in there 30 seconds. Flip it 30 seconds. It's done. Then you can even put them on like a metal spoon, kind of fold them over if you want a hard one, and deep fry it for a little bit. You can do that too to get like a hard taco shell. Cornhead, no, we don't want
I
that.
don't know how they're meant to look exactly, but I do want some brown on there.
You don't want your tortilla to be too dry. Not bad.
As it's drying out and problem. Oh my god!
Ah.
Come on.
Look at that one, rubbing apart. Oh no. Too much masa flour on top of masa grind, I guess.
Does he? Surely he doesn't think that that's right.
I hope not. No.
That tortilla looked like the dried hands of a 75-year-old man.
That tortilla looked like Uncle Roger hut after my ex-wife leaves.
That's all the
Uncle
tacos
Roger.
done. Just need to make steak now.
Planning to fry the steak, medium rare.
First off, okay, so 0 oil in the pan. Illegal. To jail. Locked up. No parole.
I don't know how to cook steak.
I will cook it like about 5 minutes each side.
Everyone's got an opinion on steak, and everyone thinks you've done it wrong.
I could go
No,
longer.
that's not true. Yes, everyone has an opinion on steak, but I think everyone's opinion on what's happening here should just be that this is wrong.
But Uncle Joshua, it's okay. They bake. They're not supposed to know too much.
You're right.
Do you guys know the text message? Your chin. How you touch your chin. How you touch your meat, right? When you're cooking it. Right, that is rare. Touch your nose. Right? As you touch your meat you're cooking on, that'd be medium. And then your forehead would be for well. That's just a trick I've learned over the years. Alright, if you're doing it by touch rather than like a thermometer or kind of looking, remember chin, rare, nose, medium, forehead, well done.
Stick. Go easy on them.
Oh, Max, so your steak's cooked perfectly.
That's not perfect.
My steak's going to be hot.
What the fuck is that?
It's like she's stir-frying the steak.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like stir frying without any of the frying or stirring.
Just going to start assembling. Just a wee fork full of each.
Holy guacamole.
Where to put the guacamole?
No fucking way she just said that.
Where to put the
Guacamole. At least you do it on purpose now.
guacamole?
Guacamole.
Yeah, where the fuck do I put the fucking guacamole in it? I got guacamole in it.
Bakers, you have 1 minute left.
Oh, gosh.
This is going to be so tight.
Oh, now I'm in panic mode. Cheesy stuff. Throw it.
Feta. Is that feta?
No way.
Yeah, they're putting feta cheese on there. Just regular cheddar cheese is fine, but most of that is unused cheese. Usually cheese is a Mexican-American thing. If I'm not mistaken, most Mexican tacos don't even have cheese on them.
They just hit 2 cultures right in the head. Greek culture and Mexican culture? Are you for real?
Uncle Roger never have taco with feta cheese on it ever. Like what? What the hell?
Does someone get arrested at the end of this?
I have one more to go.
Food crimes, we have food crimes here.
These look quite stuffed.
I legitimately think that they Googled an image of a taco and did their very best effort to just recreate it based off the visuals and did absolutely no research beyond that photograph. I think they saw cotija and they went, oh, something crumbly, only feta.
I wish that we'd had like quantities.
She just took a fat dump on that taco. There is absolutely no way.
Hey, my guacamole out there, there is meat.
It's the best way I can think to use an avocado.
Well, that's,
See that one, Kitty? Try to look at, oh, that's how you do it.
Bakers, your time is up. Bring your tacos down to the table and place them in front of your photograph.
Wow. It's so weird how they put picture in front. It's like they all die now.
It's like their memorial. This is what's left of them. I have a lot of emotions, Uncle Roger. I feel sad. I feel scared. I feel angry.
Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's called Coda or Kata or something like that, isn't it? I think they mentioned it just a while ago, but yeah. But it tastes completely different, though, than feta cheese. So I know what cheese you're talking about. I just can't think of the name of it. But not even Mexican Americans use feta cheese, so.
You have so much budget. You're such popular show. Why don't you do a little bit of research next time?
And remember, don't dry out your tortillas.
Don't peel your avocado. Niece and nephew, go subscribe to Uncle Joshua. He's so good at cooking. He got uncle title. Let's go get some taco now. Some real shit.
Yeah. Salsa, limes, white onion, just like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had enough. They didn't want to see the tasting of it. Then it was going to taste like butt. Again, I apologize to any Mexican, Latina, or Mexican Americans who watched this and got offended. That was not my intention here. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. And those refried beans were a food crime, weren't they? Anyway, that was Uncle Roger Hate, Great British Bake Off Mexican Week, featuring Joshua Weissman, or Weissman. By Mr. Nigeling, or Uncle Roger. That was a good video. That was a good video. You guys have asked for Uncle Roger reaction, and there you go.